Well, I don't really care that much about that. That's not too concerning. But yeah. Well, I haven't played any of the games before that point. So I can't exactly here. And I figured if I ever play the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I would most likely do it as part of like a big group kind of thing. All different people doing different voices for the different characters and stuff like that and just messing with one another. But that sounds like an organizational nightmare, and I don't know who all I would do that with. And that's the only way that I could see myself playing through that, just because I don't think it would be very interesting otherwise. Like, I do love the Ace Attorney series, but because of how visual novel they are, it would literally, and because I played it before, so you wouldn't even be able to see, like, my unspoiled reactions and stuff like that. There wouldn't be able to be, like, any genuine reactions to anything. I just don't think that there would be anything that you would be able to get out of watching me stream that kind of thing that you wouldn't be able to get from just looking up cutscene movie on YouTube and just reading it. I guess you would have the fact that you can now listen to someone playing it and you don't need 100% attention to it, so you no longer have to read the words on the screen yourself. But, like, it has one new game? Oh, wait, it's a trilogy. I knew it was a collection. What do you mean one new game? What's it even called? Miles Edgeworth? Just look up Switch, that's a common thing there. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. It's a new thing. Are you just talking about Ace Attorney Investigations 2? Because I already, I've played that. Well, I watched it on YouTube, fairly certain. Did I play that with a fan translation, or did I watch it with a fan translation on YouTube? So yeah, it wouldn't be a trilogy. Yeah, it's just the two there. Yeah, it was called Prosecutor's Gambit for this new English release. Interesting. I wasn't really a big fan of Investigations 1. Like, it was okay, but it didn't really do anything. This one was good. I really liked Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Not really a big fan of 1, though. Is the case. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to go into that spoiler-free either.
Would you blame me if I didn't?
Nope, there was only ever the 2 Investigations games. The second one never released outside Japan. But yeah, it did have fan translations, and so I do know the story from that. I already know what happens.
If you want me to trust you, you have to start paying
the only Ace Attorney games that I'd be able to play, like, and get, like, genuine reactions, because I wouldn't have seen it before, like, the only ones that I could actually go in blind to are the... Oh, what were they called? Ace Attorney... It was just in my head 10 seconds ago. The super duper old school prequel ones. Ace Attorney Chronicles? Oh, what the heck was the name of this? I just had it in my head, and I was gonna say it, and then I blanked on it. Is it on my Steam wish list or something? Can I check it there? The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, that. Jeez. I had it in my head, and I couldn't remember it for the life of me. This one, that apparently are, like, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, or whatever the heck. I never checked these out. Like, I know the plot of all the, Phoenix Wright games, all the... I guess you could say that there's the... Oh my god, why am I blanking on all the characters when this is a series I actually really like? Why am I blanking on his name? The red guy! I'm remembering Athena Sykes, who doesn't even have her own game. I mean, you could argue Ace Attorney 5 is basically like her own game. But why am I blanking on... My goodness. My brain is fried today. Apollo, jeez! Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I actually quite like that game too. I can't believe I was blanking on that. Anyway, so played through all the, I played through all the Phoenix Wright games. I know the story of all that. Plus Apollo Justice, if you want to count that as a separate game and not a Phoenix Wright game. I watched playthrough of Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is the name of that full game. I played through Ace Attorney Investigations 1. I watched a playthrough of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And 2 was way better. I could see myself buying that. The Investigations collection there. Like, I could definitely buy it and own it, because I do like them and I wouldn't mind owning that, because it actually is pretty good. These are the only ones that I literally know nothing about. Those are the only ones here, so I could do that. So is there just 2 with this as well? The Great Ace Attorney Adventures Grand Performance Recording. Oh, that's content for this game. What games are there? Was this 2 games or was it a trilogy? Because I could do this blind, at one point. And then I would have like genuine reaction stuff because I don't know anything about it. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm saying it, that doesn't answer it. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Let's see here. I think it was 2, right? As well. Not 3. And this was another case where it's like the second one was never outside Japan. Yeah, there was 2. Okay, yeah, so it's just like Investigations where they made 2. So I know every game in this series except for these 2. I don't know these 2. Is the case. So on the 3DS as well, but not what I meant by 3DS ones. Have you played the 2 3DS games that are actually rated T? What, Justice for All and... Wait, what was it called? Spirit of Justice was 6. And then 5 with Athena and what's-his-face, the prisoner guy, was what? Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the name of them. Ace Attorney... Dual Destinies, that's what it was called. Ace Attorney series. Dual Destinies was 5. Some of them will come back to me. Yeah, so the Justice for All was 2. I was getting mixed up with the Spirit of Justice. They both have Justice in the name, so I forgot. So yeah, I played the, what was it? The trilogy kind of re-release. There's so many different trilogy re-releases of the initial trilogy. I own this on my Switch, actually. That wasn't where I initially played it. I think I actually played the iOS releases of these, is what I did. And then I played the iOS release of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And then I think there's an iOS release of this too. Yeah, later for iOS and Android. So I played that afterwards. And then I watched a playthrough of this. And then I watched a playthrough of this. And then I really liked playing things on my phone. Because then I could play these games on the train where someone thinks like I'm just browsing around on my phone and not doing anything conspicuous. Because I have social anxiety. And I don't want to be like pulling out like my actual gaming device to be playing there. And because people are going to judge me and stuff. So I like playing on my phone where nobody knows what the heck I'm doing. So I played these on my phone. But then when I got to Dual Destinies, instead of shelling out for that game, I just watched a playthrough on YouTube. So I download the videos onto my phone and then just watch them like a visual novel when I was on the train, like going to and from university and stuff. So I watched a full playthrough of this and I watched a full playthrough of this. Except for the DLC case. I watched through half of the DLC case for this and I got bored out of my mind and I quit watching it. That was kind of the case. But yeah, I never checked out these. When did this initially come out? Yeah, so that was initially Nintendo 3DS in 2015. Oh, and these even have iOS releases. Interesting. And then this was just in Japan on the 3DS. And then this was, yeah, 2021. Not too long ago that it came out. Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Windows. Yeah. So, like, I'm pretty familiar with the series, apart from when I randomly blank on names and stuff, since I've seen all the things. Except for this. This is the only thing that I could go into blind. And that could be fun, maybe. I don't know. I do really like the Ace Attorney series. I would probably really like this game if I got it. Like, I have it on my wish list just so that Steam notifies me if it's on sale. And I have passed up many sales before just because I've been like, okay, but when would I play it even? But I don't know. Maybe I'll get it one day. Is the case. And the DLC case can't be as bad as Trials and Tribulations Case 3. What was Trials and Tribulations Case 3? Let's see here. Like, I'll remember it when I see it. Ace Attorney. Whoops. Trials and Tribulations Cases. Episodes. Turnabout Memory Stolen, Turnabout Recipe for Turnabout. Oh, is this the one with the, yeah, that guy. And there was the whole thing where there was, like, the mirror that was between the booths where people were eating. And so when someone looked out and saw something, they were actually seeing the booth ahead of them because it was the mirror that they were really looking at. That I remember. Oh, the circus one. Wait. I did do Trials and Tribulations. Stolen Turnabout. Because that's not the circus one. That's not that one. That's with Mask the Mask. The Mask the Mask one was actually really cool. I actually really like the Stolen Turnabout. About Trials and Tribulations. Second game. Justice for All then. Ace Attorney. Justice for All. It turned out to be the guy in the wheelchair that was responsible for all the things. And I forget what his name is. Turnabout Big Top. Yeah, that's what it was. This guy was the bad guy. I remember. Yeah, I was getting a decent bit bored of that one. I will admit. That one wasn't super great. Like, the finale case of all those games are fantastic. Like, those are amazing. What was this one again? Oh, this one was kind of cool because it kind of played into, like, stuff going on with our main characters. And that was, like, another tutorial one. Was the case. Second half wasn't bad, but God, the first half, God. Yeah, it's been a hot second since playing it, so I don't remember super clearly how bored I was. But yeah, it's not exactly a highlight that I'll think of with the series. I liked Max Galactica, the guy that you're defending. He was pretty fun. I liked him. Let's see here. Phoenix Wright, all cases. Or maybe I should say Ace Attorney, all cases. Ace Attorney, all cases. Guess we're talking about this now. List of game episodes. Yeah, so those were kind of fun. The third ever case, this was kind of interesting. Yeah, it's all gonna be not guilty there. Well, apart from the, yeah, that there. And then this one was really cool and a really fun finale there. I really liked the ending of that. And the ending of the friggin' thingamabob that they did in the DS release, the 5th case of the first game that was only in, like, the later release. That one was pretty cool, too. The Rise from the Ashes here. That one was hard. And it's crazy that this one, when they released this on the DS, had, like, all these unique things that weren't in the prior cases, since now it was a Nintendo DS release, not a Game Boy Advance release. And they were like, hey, these are things that you could potentially do in the future games. Like, look at the video and rotate things in a 3D space. And then that just wasn't really used much at all after that from there. Like, it's probably the hardest case in the entire Ace Attorney series, as far as I'm aware. The second game here is just like, yeah, tutorial one there. And then, yeah, that played into main story because, like, our main characters and stuff here. Pretty boring. And then this one was cool because you're defending someone that's actually guilty, was the case. That one was fun. Trials and Tribulations tutorial one. This one was really cool because this was the Mask to Mask one. I really liked that one. This one was okay. That one was pretty alright, I think. Turnabout Beginnings. Like, that was cool how it went to the past, I remember. And it's like, now you're playing as, Mia Fey was her name, right? Yeah, it says right here. And then, like, the conclusion of the trilogy. That was really cool. And Apollo Justice. There was the tutorial one. I'm not gonna remember these ones as well. What the heck was this one? What the heck was Turnabout Corner? And, yeah, brought in the character from, like, the re-release of the first game. What was this one? I guess this is the one that introduced Trucy? Or something? In which case, it's probably pretty alright. I actually don't remember this one, though. Turnabout Serenade. What was that one? Oh, that was... It's faintly familiar looking at that? Day 2 Trial. I think I remember the first 3 a whole lot better than I do Apollo Justice. Apart from the end. Oh, I'm just now noticing I'm on a fandom page. Gross. Succession. Was that the... I thought it was the 5th one that brought Phoenix in for, like, main stuff. I know he's kind of Apollo's mentor through the whole thing. I don't remember this game as well. But, I remember, like, it all coming together with, like, Trucy and Phoenix and stuff like that, and how that was really cool. And then Dual Destinies. What was his name? The, prosecution. Simon Blackwell, him. I thought he was a pretty cool character, and I liked how the story was kind of all about him and his relation to Athena by the end. I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, let's see here. I mean, the person who protected was a literal pedo. What, in the final case of the second game? Was he? I remember that he was a murderer, but literally wanted to date the 16-year-old girl and have a fight with another adult man over. Oh yeah. Rise from the Ashes was made long after the trilogy was finished, and it shows. Yeah, like, it felt very, very conclusive-y. I think the third case of Justice for All is the worst case by far, not gonna lie. The circus one there. What would I say is the worst one, I wonder? If we're not counting, like, tutorial ones, and the tutorial ones are super short and stuff. The tutorial one. I don't remember these as well. And again, I never played these games. I just watched a playthrough of them. I know this was, like, the guy with the bomb and stuff. Monstrous Turnabout. This looks faintly familiar. Like, I've seen it. I've seen the stuff here. But it's been a hot while. This was the one where, like, the professor was the bad guy, I remember. I remember that. And he would be constantly pointing at the blackboard and be like, this is actually correct. And then he'd, like, spin the globe and get all mad and stuff like that. I remember that. And then, like, the 3 witnesses at the academy. Like, I remember. That guy was the bad guy in that one. I remember that. Oh, yeah, and then there was, like, the space center and stuff. And the guy that you were defending, he would, like, pretend that his, oxygen tank had burst, or, like, his helmet had burst when he's on Earth, and that was pretty funny there. I don't remember that much about it. I remember this guy was on a, they're not called segways. What are they called? The little two-wheeled things that you ride like that? But yeah, you're literally just protecting a literal pet who's also a jackass, and no one else in this circus likes him. Oh, and in the circus case? Oh, was that the case where he wanted to date the other person there? I thought that was, when we were protecting someone that was guilty, I thought that that was referring to, like, second game final case. But I guess that just means, like, we're defending someone that's actually still not a good person in that one. I don't remember. It's been a hot second. So, I mean, some stuff I'd remember, and some stuff, like, I wouldn't quite remember. I'd be able to look at all these and know who the bad guy is, so, like, there wouldn't be a twist anymore. This looks very final episode thingamabob. So what's this? Is this just like... Oh yeah, that was DLC one. That was with like the pirate stuff there. I remember watching that. Yeah, the actual final one of the story was this one, where you find out about what happened all that time ago and how Simon Blackquill actually isn't the bad guy that he says he was because he's trying to defend Athena. And Spirit of Justice, I thought, was very different. What with the whole, oh, you can talk to the dead now and see what they say, get their testimony. And also the stakes are high because if you're trying to defend someone and they're found guilty, then you have the same sentence and whatever the heck was going on there. And another one like the last game where it changes like who's defending each time, who you're playing as. I don't remember as many of these ones. Like, it probably doesn't stick as strongly in my head when I watched a playthrough as opposed to playing it myself. Like, I think it's done like a strong difference to my memory. I honestly don't remember this. Well, I look at it and it looks familiar and I sort of remember it, but I don't remember what happens. I'm gonna be honest, or who the bad guy of this one is. So, I mean, there's some that I would be somewhat blind to, I guess you could say. I don't really remember what happens in these ones, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I remember with the whole, like, civil stuff that's going on there and how you find out, like, oh yeah, this whole government is corrupt and it's gotta be changed and we gotta change the whole system and stuff here. And then this is the one that I never finished because I got so dang bored. And then I would probably remember most of these. This one was the one on the blimp, I think, right? No, that's the Edgeworth's office. Maybe the second one is the blimp. Or maybe that's the first one of the second game? I don't remember. Turnabout Airlines, it probably is that. Murder on Air... No. It's the first case of the second game that's on a blimp, right? I don't remember. Like a grounded blimp. Yeah, that there. It's the... I'm thinking of... Wait, that's not a blimp. That's a plane as well. Whatever. I remember some stuff. And the second game actually played into Edgeworth's story, and the first one really didn't. Like, it had Von Karma in it, Franziska Von Karma. This one played into Manfred Von Karma, like his old adopted dad, a decent bit more. I somewhat remember these-ish. So I remember the final one. And then this I know nothing about. The Adventure of the Great Departures. How many cases are in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd go across with, if I played the thingamabob one day. Yeah, I do very much like the Ace Attorney series. I could go into that blind, and I'd probably have fun with it. But I'd also feel tempted to do the other ones first. It's not as important doing the other ones first, because I imagine that one, those two are their own self-contained storyline. Like, maybe they have nods to the other games, so... Like, if I ever do Ace Attorney on this channel, it'll either be those two on my own, or the other ones, like, with the group, or doing some sort of funny twist. Because, again, if you don't go into it blind, then, I mean, like, what's the point of watching a playthrough when you can just, like, watch a no-commentary visual novel version of it on YouTube? Like, you don't really get much different experience. Like, I could offer opinions along the way, but it'd mostly just be me reading constantly, and I don't think that it would be super entertaining content.
Hades doesn't strike me as the mentoring type.
There's much about Hades that you don't understand.
So, even though I love those games, I just don't really think I see myself streaming them just because they're not really good streaming games when it's just me reading what's on screen endlessly.
Let's just get this over with.
But very much the kind of games I like playing on my own time. I do very much like the series. I'll probably get the Ace Attorney Investigations collection when it's on sale one day. So what I'll probably do. Also, despite protecting a not very great person, it's still not very interesting to do. So a lot of the characters are kind of insufferable and unlikable and just blah with the circus one there. Is he gonna see this guy and be alerted? What's gonna happen? Guess it's just me, so like... Wait, there's a guy over... What? Well, I mean, sure. Am I stealth again? Okay. I mean, like, stamina time. But yeah. So I have had my eye on that release, but yeah, not the kind of thing for the channel, I don't think. I don't believe. Like, if I was going into the Ace Attorney series blind, it could be kind of interesting. Honestly, that's what I was kind of thinking a little bit there too. Like, what the heck? Amazing noises, huh? Here, I'm just doing this because I'm lazy. Okay, well. Brent is coming along. Okay, so...
This path can be cleared from the other side.
I don't know what that means. Oh, you just mean I can go through here by going through a different way? Is what that means? I would assume in that case. Torch. Pull that out. Can I set you on fire? Nope, it just bounces off. Okay. Interesting looking area here. This looks like something you'd see in a Metroid game. Orbs of Hades. These orbs deal damage and drain adrenaline, destroying them by shooting arrows or using special abilities. But yeah, I mean, the idea of getting grouped together would be interesting to watch, not gonna lie. It probably would be fun. And then, like, everyone doing the different voices and just screwing with one another. Like, I'm sure that there are probably serious, like, full dub-overs that people have done. I would not want to do a serious full dub-over. I would just want to have people try to read stuff out as best they can. And be, like, screwing with one another and all that. Come on. Do that. Oh, there's a sneaky snake. Oh my goodness, I hate the sneaky snakes in this game so much. That thing not respawn? It looked like it respawned before. Like, just being silly with it and throwing in their own things from time to time. Ace Attorney fandom, that's right. Like, I think it would be really fun. It'd just be really hard to organize with a lot of people, I think. Especially considering Tales of Symphonia trying to organize 4-player for so long. That playthrough's been going on for 2.5 years now. And it's finally almost done just because Guzma and I were like, yeah, let's just do it when us two are available. But not, like, the whole group is the case. And even then, it's still kind of far and few between. So, like, a whole group together might be kind of difficult. Like, maybe streamers are taken on a case-by-case basis and just get a whole group together that's willing to do this case start to finish on this specific day. And then we'll organize doing the next case as a big group with potentially same group, potentially slightly different group, whenever it can be organized. I don't know. It sounds like it'd be really fun, but it would just be an organizational nightmare. So, like, I don't know. Oh my god, stop. It's kind of the case here. How about Dad Axe? Stop. Jeez. But yeah. And yeah, everyone has to have a flexible schedule. And even I myself do not really have a super flexible schedule nowadays. So it might just be something that stays as, like, the cool idea in my head for life. Yeah, but then again, at the same time, we can just do each case with a different group set as you were saying it, yeah. But what about, like, recurring characters, like Edgeworth as the prosecutor on each of the cases in the first game? Or, like, Maya Fey, or something like that. I would need someone whose schedule is flexible to be able to come on regularly and do these shenanigans with me, you know? But most of the cast could change with each case. So there'd be that at least. But yeah, the regular ones, I would want to be those that have flexible schedules. Whoever's Maya, whoever's Edgeworth needs to have a flexible schedule. But yeah, I could just have a cold to explain their voice. That could be kind of funny. I mean, having different Edgeworths each session, actually now that I think about it, does actually sound kind of funny, not gonna lie. Everyone can give Edgeworth a go. That actually does sound pretty funny.
Well done. Now clear the path and I can join you.
What? Huh? Yeah, what? Leaving Elpenor behind will anger him. What do you mean clear the path? Oh, like this, I guess?
Perfect.
Oh.
Now let's get to the treasury.
Alright, I guess I'm not angering him. I wasn't sure where I was going. I was just going the way that I could.
Houseworking for the god of the dead.
So there's that. Do you get good benefits?
Try me.
All the
Does he give you dental?
Don't come close to doing Hades justice. He's cunning, inspiring, a true architect of life, and also of death. He's everything I aspire to be.
You want to be a cunning architect of death? Do I have to go around a thing again? From having a cold to transition to female, being on estrogen to suddenly being ultra masculine, taking extra testosterone. That would be really, really funny. It honestly would be. Oh, okay, we can go around this way. I didn't need to open up the thing. Okay, find the gauntlets of the fallen. Yoink. Yeah, if I don't care too much about keeping people consistent, as long as they are consistent within the self-contained case. Why can't I collect this one? Whatever. Then maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. Like, I would just want to do some sort of interesting twist like that if I ever did the Ace Attorney series. Because as a visual novel that I wouldn't even be going in blind to, I just don't think that it would be that interesting otherwise. Like, I'd have to do some sort of a twist like that to make it actually interesting, fun content worth watching, I feel like. Man, is the game lagging. Like, in terms of me collecting this stuff and it actually showing up on the right side. Upside down house that smushes you when you step on the plate. What it kind of looks like.
Hid all his worldly possessions here, far away from the sounds that had been prophesied to be his undoing.
It was my favorite story as a child.
Same here.
Stories and epics told throughout the generations were transpiring beneath us all along. And now we get to play among the gods together.
Well then, how did those stories get to the world of the living? How does that work?
Here.
One. I'll be polite.
These gauntlets will help me get past the veil. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure, of course.
All right. Let's get out of here.
We may
All right, well. Don't I need like the full set for that? Gauntlets of the Fallen. So hold on. Let me check my inventory for this. Can pass through Tartarus Veil. Okay, I actually do need this armor set, unlike the last thing. But yeah, I need the full set to pass through the veil. So I won't be able to take on the Monger for a while if I need the full set there. Because I need a lot of other things. And I'm probably not doing the objectives while I'm here. If I just zigzag, I'll get out of here eventually, right? Oof. Can I? Whatever. The chest isn't that important, I don't think. Not too important here. Where is out? Okay, here we go. Jeez. I didn't remember how far it was to go in because I was too busy rambling about Ace Attorney. Wait, what? A guy's back here? Oh, no assassination for me.
Good. Might be overselling it.
Well, I'll be on my way. What is this? Whee! Ooh, there's a Keeper's Insight here. That's what this is. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I jumped into the conspicuous hole. Very good for that. I wonder if it's like the last episode where I'm gonna need to collect them all eventually anyway. I do wonder. Let's see what kind of upgrade is down here. Oh. I'm just going to ignore you and go this way, I think. What I'm going to do. We love holes. We certainly do. There isn't enough holes in the world. I don't know. You guys can't climb though, right? Hound of Hades. I don't need to take you out. Unless I do to like clear the path there or something. I don't actually see how else I progress forward. There's not really much you'll be able to do about this situation, is there? So I mean, like, what's to stop you? Or what's to stop me? Just, you got set on fire for my torch, really? Okay, so just like, oh, the insight is there. It's that. Okay, well, I guess I'll do that. Well, I'll do. Can I interact with this, or do I need to be anonymous? There, conflict interact. Okay, well, the main boss one was taken down. Where was the one that was closer? Here's the one that was farther. Wait. The one that's farther is right there. Okay, well, I mean, do that. They actually have a decent bit of health here. Sure, it looks like. How about no? Do that, get some of my stamina back. And then just, like, do this. Okay. Like that? Sure. Now I'm out of conflict. Should well be. And then I interact with the funny looking shapes on the wall here. Like this. The game made me, I promise. Chronos time shift. This ability enhancement is now available in the abilities menu. So that's this. Slow time for 5 seconds. Headshots performed during this time extend the duration by 2. I thought I had this already. Oh, that's the Chronos time shift. Chronos bends time around you. Time stops for 3 seconds as you are launched in the air and nearby enemies are stunned. Leap of Faith's ground smash and hunter abilities can be activated. They all deal crit damage. I can use my hunter abilities up there? That's interesting. I don't know where I'd put it on, considering I really like all the stuff I currently have. I can always take off the fire. I'm not using it super often, but it is nice to get some damage over time. Sometimes. I can try it. I have so many ability points. I could, like, sure do that. Imagine if there was an enhanced phone a friend. How nice that'd be. If only. Oh, I need the enhance. There we go. Whole bunch of enhanced abilities. Okay, well, I completed that. And I got a new thing that we'll see if I actually end up using all that much. Yeah, print is coming along. Just want to see the size of it now. It's getting to about there. Is the case. I was thinking about streaming Mario and Luigi Partners in Time tonight, but I figure the 3D print cam for that should be used for stuff that is actually more Mario related, not random stuff that's being printed for like coworkers. So, yeah, it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey tonight. My other main game going on right now is Persona 3 Reload, and I want to take some time to gain some levels between sessions before the next time I stream that. So, this or the final map of Unicorn Overlord was basically like my 2 options tonight, and then the final map of Unicorn Overlord isn't gonna take me super long. It's just that, it saved me getting the thing right, because I don't know how to get out of the hole otherwise without dying. I tried to heal, I heard the sound effect come out for me healing, but it didn't quite heal me. So where does it put me? Why am I suddenly feeling tired? No! 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 Unbelievable. Do I just have to kill everybody on top of the hole before I jump into the hole to avoid that happening? I would have figured they would have stopped looking for me after I was digging around in the hole there for the past like 15 minutes. I don't know, it wasn't that long, but for the past while. But nope, they were still looking for me for some reason. They did not give up. I don't know why. Usually the guards give up way sooner than that, but this time they just really did not give up.
Good might be overselling it.
So I don't know what was up with that, but they're just gonna be waiting here to kill me unless I take them out first, I guess. That really sucks. I get to enjoy the hole again. Here, now they do too. Dang it. Here, and then like... But does he live that? Here, I want adrenaline. I tried to switch targets after I already did the input, sending it out. Like, maybe I can get a hole in one. Maybe I can play some human golf here. Okay. So, someone died somewhere. Okay. You wanna go in the hole? Whoops. What? I thought I hit the kick button. My sound effects clearly thought I hit the kick button. Did I hit other things at the same time? Alright, you don't get hole privileges. Your hole privileges have been revoked. Well, there we go. There. Some of them get to enjoy the hole now too. Okay, give me this stupid enhanced ability. And then I'll be on my way. Maybe I can do it without any of them noticing me. I doubt it, but like, I can try. Just for fun. Is there not a Dudo here this time? Oh, I think I saw him just there. Yep. There's 2 of them? Maybe they don't come over here. Maybe that's outside of the area the game allows them to traverse. Uh-oh. Really? I didn't lunge over? Like I usually would? Okay, well. Ow. Really? Okay, so like... Here, just do this. Ow. Come on, one more hit right there. Jeez, just... And then come over here, and then look at the cool shapes. Are you kidding me right now? Who? Is it them? Well, now I'm not in combat, right? Here. Look at the cool shapes. Shove your staff into it. Get another thing. And then I go here to abilities. And then I do the boop, 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 wait, enhance. And then I do this, and then I do the this and the that. And then I totally remember to actually use it. And then I don't die while I'm trying to leave this time. That's what happens. Okay, I did the thing. Earth Cave of Kronos just so happens to rhyme with Cult of Cosmos. Okay, let me... Hey! Yoink. Peak video game, it really is, isn't it? Why is my top ability just, like, not displaying properly? It's only after starting the DLC that, like, my icons didn't work all the time. Better safe than sorry. Like, the moment I use them, they get restored, but it's still really weird. I don't think they're gonna follow me into the water. Right! Watch, they follow me into the water, and then they start climbing after me. Yeah, no. And now there's nobody waiting above the hole to kill me, because I already sent them all down the hole, except for that one guy. So, now I can leave. And now what the heck do I want to do? I could go south and get, like, another viewpoint. Map some stuff out here. I still don't have a whole lot of the area mapped. May as well, it might save me some time later. And the quests that I have right now are what? Also found, welcome to the underworld. Meet Elpenor at the Lost Temple of the Nyx. The armor of the fallen will pierce the Tartaros Veil. So yeah, I can't even do that until I get the armor anyway. Defeat and recruit the 4 fallen guardians for Hades. Hades wants Heracles, Achilles, Perseus, and Agamemnon as guardians. Can be tracked using the Fallen menu. Locations are revealed as other Fallen are killed. Oh. So I can't just kill them, I need to use the friendship kick on them? Collect all pieces of the armor of the Fallen. The Fallen Poisoner, Epictetus, and Deianira and the Swordfish have the piece of the armor. Okay. Find and retrieve the Keeper's Insights. Yeah, so I do have to do that this time too. Good thing I did that here. So the Poisoner is right over here. Who I need to, I'm pressing square for details. It doesn't do anything. So do I need a friendship kick or I need to steal your armor? I need to take your armor and stuff. Also, outside Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring, barely in that one. Don't really care for open world games. Yeah, I think that there are some really, really fun open world games out there, like Xenoblade Chronicles X, Assassin's Creed 4. But I think that it's getting, like, so overdone that... And some games don't even really play into their open worldness super well. They just want to have open world to, like, slap onto the game. Because open world is such a buzzword nowadays, and everyone wants open world. That may as well slap it on your game, and people be like, whoa, it's open world! This is the best thing since sliced bread! Sell a whole bunch of units and stuff. But yeah, I think now that I'm done with Elden Ring, since I finally wrapped up the DLC of that not too long ago, when I eventually have the time to get to Bloodborne and go back to a linear game there, I'm probably gonna have a lot of fun. Only really have Witcher 3 and Xenoblade X. Didn't know it was open world on your backlog. Like, the main objectives you still kind of have to do in a linear order. But yeah, I would say that Xenoblade Chronicles X is an open world game. Is what I would say. Go around, explore the world in whatever order you want. You can go almost anywhere right from the bat if you have enough skill. the case. There's some places you only get access to with like flying and stuff later. Yeah, X I would absolutely say is open world. People will classify things like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as open world, but then I feel like at that point, like, that's kind of getting into the territory where it's like you can classify almost anything as open world if you're going to classify things like 3 as open world, but X I would absolutely say is open world. Would be the case. That's what I would say. Whoa. Let's go up this way. So I need to murderize some guy over here, and as I get into the new area, I'll find where the viewpoint is.